Hello, everyone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning, teacher.
Good morning, teacher.
How are you? How are you today?
Fine, and you?
I'm fine, thanks. Thanks for asking me. Well, we're gonna start our English class. Wait me a second. I'm gonna share with you my screen once more to guide you for the activities we're gonna develop today. Okay. As you can see here, we have the English class presentation. This is our English class presentation. And we're gonna continue with the agenda for today's class. The agenda, everybody knows the agenda. We have 7 steps we follow during our classes. I already said hello, everyone, welcome. And we're gonna continue with the second step, that is social emotional content. Then we have the content for today's class, the objective, the reflection as well, the class development. Please, everyone, I'm gonna ask you for a favor. It is important that everybody participate on English class. Please try to participate on English class. Ask questions if you don't know something. Tell me, teacher, I don't understand this. Can you explain that? Can you explain it again, please? Yes, of course, I'm gonna say. The idea is that you participate on the activities I'm gonna present you. In this time, you are gonna improve the skills that are useful to our English class. And at last, we have the questions and answers. If you want to ask me something about a specific content, you can do it at the end to our class development. Well, it's time to continue with our social emotional content. Please, everyone, pay attention to the next video. The next video is a short song that says, good morning. Please, everyone, pay attention to this. I'm gonna play it right now. Wait me a second. I have in here the song. We're gonna listen and practice at the same time. Well, if you want to dance, you can do it. So here we have, you can dance. Pay attention to this. morning.
Good morning, how are you today? Good morning, I'm happy, let's play.
Or let's learn.
Good morning, how are you today? Good morning, I'm happy, let's play.
Or let's learn.
Stretch up, stretch down,
Stretch down.
spin your head,
Sit.
turn around,
Turn around.
move your shoulders, up and down, stretch your arms, and turn around. Good morning, how are you today? Good morning, I'm happy, let's play. Good morning, how are you today? Good morning, I'm happy, let's play. Yeah, let's play. Put your hands down.
Okay. This was our social emotional content. Now tell me, did you like the song?
Yes.
Or no? Yes. Did you do the exercise? For example, stretch up your hands, turn around, move your shoulders, right? In this case, you're gonna, or in this way, you're gonna feel relaxed when you do these movements, right? It is important that you move your body in order to feel relaxed. Well, this was our social emotional content. We're gonna continue with our English class presentation. Wait me a second. Okay. Suppose everybody did the exercise according to the video. Yes or no? Did you do the exercises in the video?
Yes.
Okay, very good. Let's continue with our class presentation. Okay. The content for today's class is quantifiers. Do you know the quantifiers? What are the quantifiers? Can you mention them?
No, teacher. Single.
Estrella?
Single. Square. Square. No.
Okay, I'm going to explain you something about this important content that is quantifiers. This is our content for today's class. What you have to do is pay attention to the explanation I'm going to give you later. The objective, to understand and use language to talk about amounts or quantities. The reflection, okay, we don't have a reflection today, so we're going to continue with the content. This is a short explanation that I have for you. What are the quantifiers? The quantifiers, some, any, a few, a little, we have a much, many, and a lot. These are called quantifiers. Well, in order you can understand better this, we're gonna continue working in our book, in this case, a student's book, page number 66. Please, everyone, open your student's book and go on page number 66. Student's book, page number 66. I'm going to give you time in order you can look for that page. Well, my digital page is ready. I'm waiting for you to continue. Are you ready? Fifth grade A?
Yes, teacher.
Okay,
Already.
perfect. Let's continue. So, as I told you before, the content we're going to study today is quantifiers. Quantifiers. Well, I'm going to explain you something about what are the countable quantifiers, what are the uncountable quantifiers, and I'm gonna, wait me a second. I'm gonna write on this part the countable and uncountable quantifiers. Let's start with countable. What are the countable quantifiers? Countable nouns. If you want to take notes in one part of your book, you can do it. You can write this explanation on this part of your book if you have a space. This is important you take into account. Well, for countable nouns, you're gonna use many and a few. These are the quantifiers you're gonna use to refer to countable nouns. What are the countable nouns? The things you can count. For example, the vegetables, the fruits, those are some things you can count. The school supplies, you can count the school supplies. For example, you can count a cell phone, you can count a watch, etc. Countable nouns. What about uncountable nouns? I'm gonna write in here the uncountable nouns. These are the quantifiers you have to use for uncountable nouns. The uncountable nouns are the ones you can't count. You can't count. For example, water, sugar, salt, the stars, you can count, right, those things. And you're gonna use much and little. These are the ones you have to use for uncountable nouns. The last one is all nouns. It means countable and uncountable. These are the quantifiers you have to use for countable and uncountable nouns. Enough, and a lot of. And a lot of. Well, this is an important information you have to use, you have to take into account to identify what are the quantifiers for countable, uncountable, and all nouns. Any question about it?
No, teacher.
Okay, perfect. Let's start or let's continue with this activity on page number 66. Pay attention to the instruction. We have the main content is quantifiers. Life in a big city 500 years ago. This happened 500 years ago. Number one, the instruction says, read the questions and number the answers. We have 7 questions and the answers are here on this part. Here we have the answers. Let's start. Number 1. What was the best way to travel in London? What do you think is the answer for the first question? What was the best way to travel in London? What's the answer? Think and tell me.
Where is the sentence?
Okay, the question, Estrella, is what was the best way to travel in London? The answers are here. These are the answers for these questions. So, what's the answer?
Many Queen Elizabeth, many.
No, be careful. You have to analyze the question. What was the best way to travel in London?
The one that starts with a boat, the word boat.
Yes, this one, by boat. This is the best way to travel in London. This is number one. Excellent. Very good. This is number one. You have to read the answer. Continue reading, please.
By a boat, there were lights today, taxis, and there were
Much or many boats? Can you count the boats? One boat, two boats, three. Can you count them?
many boats.
Many. That's right. Many.
Many boats on the
Yes.
river Thames. The roads were terrible because there was a lot of mud in the streets.
A lot. Perfect. This is the correct one. A lot of mood. Remember that you're going to use a lot of for countable and uncountable nouns. Many is used for countable nouns. And in the sentence we have mood. We can't count the mood. For that reason, we use a lot of. Perfect. That's for you. Number two. Why didn't people smile a lot? Smile a lot. Why? Why?
Those people often only had a little death, but deaths were very common because of poor diet.
Okay, very good, Estrella. Excellent. This is the answer, but remember, a little is used for uncountable nouns, and in the sentence we have because people often only had. Can you count the teeth?
A few.
So it's a few, yeah. Why? Because our teeth are countable. So you're gonna use a few. A few teeth were very common because poor diets. Okay, perfect. Number three. How many baths did people take? How many baths?
Not much. Queen Elizabeth wants to set a good example for the subject. So she had one bath a month. She thought the bath was too many.
Many. Okay, so listen. The first one, not much or not many?
Many.
Many. Very good. Many. Then we say, so she had one bath a month. Can you imagine to take one bath a month? That's impossible. That can be impossible for me. I don't know. What about you? He thought one bath was enough or was too many?
Enough.
Enough. Very good. One bath was enough. There is it. Very good. Enough. I'm writing the correct options, but you have to underline or circle the correct quantifiers to complete the sentence. Number 4, how will women improve their complexions? How could women improve their complexions? What's the answer?
What?
How could women improve their complexions? This is number 4. What's the answer?
They went to the theater.
No, it's not that. The answer.
When women want to improve their skin, they put a glitter dot ring, no, a few dots ring on it. How disgusting.
The correct one is a little, Estrella, or a few?
Nothing, I think a few.
No, because we're talking about urine, this one, and we can't count this. So it's a little. This is a little. A little. How disgusting. I can't believe that. In order to improve their skin, they put on their skin dog's urine. Can you imagine that? That's terrible for me. Well, number 5. Was there any garbage in the street? Was there any garbage in the streets? That's the answer.
Yes, there was. No, they didn't drink many.
No, listen. Is the answer that who mentioned this? Yes, there was. I couldn't identify the girl.
Yes, there was a lot of garbage. The street smelled terrible too. That because there weren't any toilet available. People had to use chamber pot. They emptied this pot out of their window.
Perfect. Yeah, this is the answer for number 5. One you mentioned. Excellent. Number 6. Did they drink a lot of water?
No,
Did they drink?
No, they didn't drink
Much. Perfect. Why? Because the water is uncountable. The water is uncountable. So it's much. Perfect. It was too dirty. Most of the time people drank weak beer. And the last one, what did people do for fun? Read the answer.
Yes. They went to the theater. They also played tennis and violent game of soccer using a pig bladder for a ball. People enjoyed birding, a sport in which dogs attacked and killed. Bears, which was very violent and cruel.
Excellent, perfect, very good. So, did you finish this exercise?
Yes, teacher. Yes, teacher.
Yes. Okay, I'm gonna eliminate or erase these rows. Well, it's time to continue with our, in this case, practice book, page number 61. We're gonna continue practicing these content quantifiers. Page number 61, please everyone, go on page number 61. And I'm going to show you the page.
Enrichment.
No,
Practice,
practice.
practice book teacher.
Yep,
Okay.
practice book, yeah. Practice book, page number 61, I said 61. 61, this one. Quantifiers. We're going to continue talking about quantifiers. And we have 2 exercises here. Well, we're going to wait. And the instruction for this activity says, look. It means you have to look, read the paragraph we have in here, and choose the correct options. Choose the correct options. I'm going to start reading this. At the end, I'm going to ask for a volunteer to read me the whole paragraph to the whole class. Well, Peter, the poet, lived in London in 1594. He wanted to be as famous as William Shakespeare. He called himself a poet, but he didn't write much poetry. Peter's room was horrible. There was only
A little light because
a little, perfect, a little light because the window was small. There was a few or a lot of paper.
a lot of
Paper in a big pile, and there was much or enough.
much. Much.
You said that is much. For several books of poems, but he couldn't write because he was hungry. There was only, look at the picture,
Bread.
a few bread to eat and beer to drink. There wasn't.
Teacher, is enough up
Which one, Estrella?
yes, this one.
You said that is enough. Okay, I'm gonna change for enough. Then we have, there wasn't many or much wood to burn. Wood.
Much.
So he was always cold. His room was dirty. And enough or a lot of spiders and mice live there.
A lot
of spiders. Yeah, here we have some spiders. A lot of spiders and mice. Here we have 1, 2, 3. So it's mice. Mice is for plural. Mouse is for singular, only one. And mice, when we talk about more than one mouse, we use mice. Live there. Two, there were always a lot of books or a little books. You have to take into account these word books. Can we count books? Yes or no?
A lot of books.
A lot of, very good, excellent. A lot of books lying around his room. He always kept a few or much kills. In case he had an idea. And because he always scratched his head while he was thinking, similar to this, right? Scratch his head while he was thinking. There wasn't a few or a lot of hair left on it.
A few.
Poor Peter. Okay, let's submit this. And we have, okay, this is incorrect. Let me see, what are the incorrect? This is a little bread, and this is a lot of. A little and a lot of. Well, these are the correct options. Please, everyone, take notes. Who wants to read me the whole paragraph? A volunteer to read the whole paragraph? Who wants to read me the whole paragraph? This one. I don't know, Adriana, Andrea, do you want to read the paragraph we have here?
Peter the poet lived in London in 1594. He wanted to be as famous as William Shakespeare. He called himself a poet, but he did write much poetry. Peter's room was horrible. There was only a little light because the window was small. There was a lot of paper in a big pile, and there was enough ink for several books of poems. But he couldn't write because he was hungry. There was only a little bread to eat and beer to drink. There wasn't much wood to burn either, so he was always cold. His room was dirty and a lot of spiders and mice lived there too. There were always a lot of books lying around his room. He always kept a few pills reading, and he had an idea. And because he always stretched his while, he think there wasn't a lot of hair left on a
Excellent, very good, excellent reading, congratulations. Well, this is an exercise related with this. Let's continue with the second. For the second exercise, we have this. Look at the recipe and match the sentence halves. Paul and Maya made an unusual cake. These are the ingredients if you want to try to do it, or if we want to try to do this cake, we can try it. And we have in here 12 cups flour plus 1 cup cereal, 1 cup sugar plus candy, and we have this. Okay, these are the ingredients. What you have to do is look at the recipe and match the sentence halves. There wasn't enough flour. What is the complement for this? There wasn't enough flour. What's the complement for this?
So we used a
little breakfast cereal.
You said that is this. Okay. Okay. There was only a little sugar.
Oh, so we added a lot of candy.
Okay, let me see. You said that is this. There wasn't any milk in the fridge.
Wait, aquí,
So we poured in a little orange juice.
Okay, you said that is this. Well, the recipe asked for only a few chocolate chips. What is the complement for this sentence?
Because we use a little jam.
0.
You said that is this, okay? We didn't need any butter. Butter.
We use a little jam.
This is the answer for this.
Yes.
And what about this? Recipe asked for only a few chocolate chips.
But we put a lot of in because we like them.
Okay.
Teacher, this now.
I don't know what happened here with the arrows. I have a problem with this. Okay, we're gonna try it again. I don't know what happened with this. My goodness, we couldn't find many eggs. Well, we're gonna submit and we have, this is the incorrect. It means that this is, we're gonna try again. Okay, these are the options you need to complete the sentences. Thank you, you are excellent students, congratulations. You understand everything that I present you, very good. Well, did you finish this?
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, teacher.
No? Someone said no?
No, teacher, I don't.
Okay, I'm gonna wait for you, don't worry. Complete the activity.
Already.
Okay, did you finish?
Yes,
Yes?
already.
I finished, teacher.
Okay,
I finished, teacher.
perfect, very good, excellent, excellent job. I'm gonna stop sharing my screen now. And I'm gonna tell you something, my dear students from 5th grade A. Congratulations and claps for you. You have done an excellent job. Excellent, very good. So this is all for today's class. We're gonna continue in the next week with more activities, with more exercises, and also your participation is important to develop our English class. So thank you all for being here, for your excellent behavior, your excellent participation, and have a nice day. It's time to your recess. Bye-bye. See you.
Bye,
Take care.
teacher.